Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Kendall. I am showing a variant today of a game called Dungeon Solitaire, Tomb of Four Kings. So it's using a standard deck of cards. This was designed by Matt Lowe and around 2015. This variant uses the hearts as well, so you don't take them out to track health. You actually take the 10 and the 9 out to begin with. So you start with 10. If you lose a health, you're down to 9. And after that, you use the 10 to cover a heart at a time until you run out of lives. I've also used take one of the jokers out, and this is a scroll of light to start with. So there are some differences I've done, and I'll explain those and the general rules as I play. I'm also uploading a video of an in-hand version of Dungeon Solitaire, so if you're interested, check that out. So without a table, so that's nice. This variant I'm calling Dungeon Solitaire Curses. And so the hearts are curses of madness that you have to deal with as those number cards come up. And the one of the differences here is the hearts, but I've also made a few other changes. So if you have questions, let me know in the comments. I don't have an in-hand version for curses at this point, so I will be showing the delve and the retreat, but I'm going to do my best with the camera space I have on my desk here. So, all right, so to set up, you have these two heart cards out just to track health, and you have the scroll of light to start out with. Actually, so in this version, the Jack of Hearts is a healer. It can resolve any heart, similar to the other jacks. But in the standard game, the Jack of Hearts could dodge a blow and avoid damage. I'm treating this Joker, actually both Jokers, as either a Scroll of Light or a dodge blow. I've been calling it a luck potion. So we start with this luck potion, and it can assist you as you go. So I've shuffled the cards, and because you're dealing with all of the hearts, there's more delves and more retreats than standard. Usually I get to about 9 before I turn around. So here we go. First card is Curse of Madness at level 5. We will see what we get here. Okay, so we've got the 9 of spades, so plenty of ability to overcome that curse. And I'll just mark the delve. All right, so we've got a pretty decent trap. One other change, and I'll mention these as we go along, is for any encounter, you can choose to avoid it at the beginning by a damage of 2, whether it's 2 time or 2 health. This is a 7, so it's not the strongest. I'm going to see what we can get. Okay, so our first torch has burnt out. I'll just set that aside over here. So that doesn't affect the encounter. So 7, I barely managed to overcome that trap, and I get to save the treasure. Some diamonds here. All right, so we're marking this here. Okay, we've got an 8 of traps. Actually, I think we're supposed to turn these over. That way we can't count cards and see what came before. Yeah, if I miss something along the way, please leave a comment if I'm playing something wrong. But also, you know, if you've got questions about this version. So this is high enough. I'm starting to get worried Let's see what we get. Okay, we have a divine favor. So we pass. And we'll leave the queen to mark the delve, and we collect the treasure. Okay, there's a tomb hoard, and it is behind a stuck door. It's kind of medium-sized. All right, we have a jack. Jacks go directly into our hand. So our hand is kind of over here. Put our health in our hand. So that doesn't affect our encounter. Okay, and a 4. So we were off by 1. The black suited cards, you in this version, the spades always cause damage. You never lose time. And the clubs, you always lose time. You never lose damage. So, but with the red cards, diamonds or hearts, you get to choose either a time or damage, or a combination of both. So you have a little more leeway with a trap or with a curse of madness. So we are off by 1. We have to take the top card. Just make sure it's not a scroll. It's one of our tomb hoards. So we lose the tomb hoard, and it is part of, we not only lost this tomb hoard, we lost this one because we took too much time. Okay, so we're 4 in. We usually go at least 8, sometimes 9. Okay, very small curse, minor curse. We can get over that. Yes, very easily. Okay, another of our torches burnt out. Okay, so this monster, let's see. Okay, we defeat the monster pretty easily. There's some treasure that we collect. Okay, we're 6 in. Okay, this is a major trap, and it scares me. So we could take 2 time or 2 damage to just avoid it, but we also have the trap expertise. So we will use that, and in that way we collect the treasure. All right, we're 7 in. Just to make some room on my screen, I'll do 8 here, and we'll see. Okay, this is a major stuck door. I don't want to lose that much time if I'm off, so I'm going to opt to avoid this door by going around, but I'm going to lose 2 time, or I'm going to just use all my energy to, well, it's black, so you have to use just time. I can't use damage. So the stuck door, I'm not going to chance it. I'm going to lose 2. Luckily, it's this big monster, and then the second one is another torch. Okay, so yeah, these are part of the delve. Okay, I think I've got enough. So that's 8. Okay, this one will be my turnaround point, so I'll just stack it right on top of this as a turnaround. Okay, that's a major curse. But I'm feeling lucky. Let's see what we have. Okay, so a 7, so a difference of 1. We're gonna choose to lose health versus time, so we're down to a 9. Okay, so we are turning around. We're in the retreat phase here. All right, very small monster. Okay, we collect the healer, and we have just enough to cover that monster to defeat it. So we're okay so far. To win this game, you have to get all 4 kings, but we've lost 2, so we're not going to win, but we can hope to at least survive. Okay, here's another skill. This is our Go Berserk. All right, pretty decent stuck door. Do we chance it? Do we take 2 time? I'm gonna. It's enough that I think I'm just gonna. We're gonna go around. We're gonna lose 2 time here. So we lose. So if we drew this, we could have used it right away. But we lose 2 times. So we lose that, and we lose this divine favor. Okay, so that marks the path. Okay, divine favor. I also have a special rule with these that I'm using. So let's see. Okay, this is a good example. So we have an encounter that's pretty low. Rather than using the divine favor, we can bind it. We can bind it for later and use this divine favor anytime. But if another queen comes up while we have this queen bound, it's an automatic -2 to whatever the we're fighting with. So we're going to save this for later. Okay, a 4. So we do overcome the curse. Okay, we collect treasure. All right, that's a pretty major curse. Let's go ahead and use our healer, just so we can get out alive. Let's try that. Okay, we've got a lot of cards left, so let's see. We maybe turned around the delve too quickly. Pretty decent trap. Okay. All right, so we can lose 2 time or 2 health. We still have quite a bit of health left, but we also have a lot of cards. So let's do one of each. So we're going to lose a little bit of time. So this will be part of that, and let's bring our health down from 9 to 8. All right, we don't collect any treasure there. 2 more turns. Pretty decent monster. And so this divine favor would normally help us, but now we are in trouble. We can't use this divine favor. We have to -2 off of whatever we use. So we've got an 8 -2 is 6. We do beat it, but just barely. Okay, we've got quite a bit of cards, but here's our last one. Okay, that goes into our hand. Okay, and you know, we have a divine favor anyway. Let's go ahead and use it. It's our last step out the door, so we use that to collect this treasure. Okay, and the game is over. We collected some treasure. Sorry for my glare here. We collected some treasure. We did not collect any tomb hoards. We had the scroll of light to begin with, plus a dodge blow or a scroll of light. So we could have gone further, and I feel like we didn't do well that way. So let's see. Yeah, we had the last was right on the bottom. There's a tomb hoard. 2 of our tomb hoards were in the bottom here. So we did survive. We had a lot of health. I feel like we could have done much better. But I would love some feedback on what you think. You know, starting with a scroll of light that can be used as a dodge blow or a scroll of light, I think helps for just if you get hit early on, you've got something to get you out of that jam. So there's one thing that I've changed there, adding in the hearts. just because I feel like they're not needed to track health. You could just use 2 cards. And then being able to bind a queen, a divine favor. I feel like that gives you a good choice. And then the other, probably the last thing, is the ability to avoid something. So you see a monster coming, you can avoid it by trying to run away from the get-go. You get 2 damage, but you don't have to deal with it. Being able to just avoid a door and go all the way around. You're going to lose 2 time automatically, but you have that choice. And then either a trap or a curse, you have the choice of damage or time. So I'd love some input. And I'm still developing an in-hand version for this. There's a little bit more to it where you've got, tracking health is harder. And I guess that's the main thing. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. I will link to to Matt's original game. And until next time, we'll see you later.